So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And got him in. It's Woods. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 54 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Nifty move. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking long for his tight end read. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Open there, right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And now running right through it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Goff steps away. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw is Smith. Ducks it with a grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Now a handoff for Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Gone. Forced out to his left. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. He's good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Goff now to throw.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On first down, it's gone. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Another carry now for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now again running left is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right. Orange.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's Gurley. They can't tackle, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 23-yard run, and the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. A beautiful fake. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. It's Gurley. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Now it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Goff now to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.